Everyday English Podcast
by English Talking Today.
This is English Talking Today, and I'm Mary. Today, I want to talk about something that can fundamentally change the way you learn English, especially if you're a beginner or have been studying for a while but still feel stuck. I'm talking about the secret weapon to achieving fluency, connecting your English learning with your own personal passions. Forget the old, boring methods for a moment. We're going to talk about bringing joy back into your study routine. The main idea here is simple, yet incredibly powerful. Language learning becomes easier, more natural, and much less boring when you connect it with things you genuinely love. Think about it. When you're forced to memorize a list of vocabulary words about finance, and you hate finance, your brain resists. But when you're absorbing words about your favorite hobby, let's say photography, your mind is open, eager, and curious. This curiosity is the engine of fluency. Let's address the problem with traditional study first, because I hear this all the time. Many learners find studying English to be a chore. It's boring, it's tiring, and worst of all, when they finally do have a chance to speak, they feel they don't know what to say. Why? Because they've been focusing only on textbooks, repetition, and the mechanical memorization of grammar rules. This process makes language learning feel like a math problem, not a communication tool. It sucks the fun and the life out of the language, and it's a guaranteed way to watch your motivation slowly disappear. You become a perfect grammar machine that is too afraid to actually speak. We need to flip the script. This is where the power of passion comes in. What is a passion? A passion is anything you love doing that brings you a genuine sense of joy, whether it's small or big. It could be painting, cooking, travel, music, caring for animals, playing video games, or even just reading mystery novels. It's the thing you do to relax. Now, try talking about that passion. What happens? I'll tell you what happens. Your face changes, your eyes light up, your voice strengthens, and you forget your fear. Why? Because you are focused on the message, on sharing something important to you, not on the mistakes. Passion opens your heart, allowing the words to come out much more easily. You are so focused on communicating the joy of that thing that you forget to worry about the perfect past tense or whether you should use in or on. This, my friends, is where fluency truly begins. So, how do we put this into practice? We're going to make some simple shifts to integrate your passions into your daily English practice. These aren't big, scary study plans. They're enjoyable habits. First, read or watch in English. Stop watching English content that bores you. Instead, find English language content related to your interests. If you love to cook, search for English recipe videos on YouTube. You'll naturally pick up words like sauté, dice, or whisk. If you're a car enthusiast, watch English car reviews. You'll learn terms like horsepower, suspension, or manual transmission. If you're into nature, follow English-speaking photographers or nature bloggers. This targeted exposure helps you learn the exact vocabulary you need, which makes conversation feel instant and relevant. Second, keep a journal. You don't need to write a novel. Start a small English journal about your passion. Even just 2 or 3 simple, real sentences every night is enough. For example, if you love playing the piano, you might write, "Today I played the piano. I learned a new song. The song is very fast." These sentences are true, they have emotion, and they connect the new language to a memory. It's effective practice without pressure. Third, talk to yourself. This sounds a little crazy, but it's one of the most effective fluency builders. While you're performing your hobby, describe what you are doing in English. If you're cooking dinner, say aloud, "I'm cutting tomatoes. I'm adding some salt. Now I will stir the soup." If you're getting dressed, say, "I am putting on a blue shirt. The shirt is clean." This is called self-talk, and it builds fluency naturally by linking actions to English words in real time, right in your own brain. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, use storytelling. Your passions are full of stories. Tell small stories about them. Tell a friend, tell a study partner, or just tell your reflection in the mirror. For example, tell the story of the first time you painted a beautiful sunset or how you felt when your football team won the championship. Telling a story requires you to practice grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation all at once, but the story is yours. Because it's connected to a personal memory and a strong feeling, your brain processes and remembers the language much, much faster. This all leads us to redefining fluency, which is a critical part of the puzzle. The world often tells us that fluency is about speaking quickly, like a native speaker, or never making a single mistake. I want you to erase that idea. Fluency is not about speaking quickly or having no mistakes. Fluency is about speaking comfortably with confidence and calm. Think about it. When someone speaks slowly and deliberately, but with confidence, they sound intelligent and in control. When someone speaks very fast and is constantly worried about making an error, they sound anxious and rushed. I strongly advocate for slow conversation. Slow conversation gives your brain the time it needs to think, to choose better words, and to assemble sentences without panic. When you speak slowly, you sound more natural and far more confident. Remember this. Mistakes are a part of learning, and they absolutely do not matter as much as your message and your enthusiasm when you're talking about what you love. Nobody will remember your slight grammatical error when you are passionately describing your last trip to the mountains. They will only remember your excitement. Looking at the bigger picture, connecting English to your passion leads to a much richer learning experience. It creates connection. Talking about your passions in English can be a powerful bridge to friendship and connecting with people globally who share the same interests. Maybe you join an online English-speaking gardening group, or you find a musician in another country to collaborate with. Suddenly, English isn't just a subject in a classroom, it's a tool for forming meaningful relationships. It also gives you purpose. Passion can grow into a bigger purpose, giving you the energy to keep learning even when the process gets hard. Maybe your love for books isn't just a hobby. Maybe it turns into a desire to help others read those English books, and you need the language to do it. That purpose is the fuel that keeps your engine running. Finally, the most powerful aspect is the link between emotion and memory. When you connect English with emotion, you remember things faster and longer. You don't just learn a new word, you live it. For example, you don't just memorize the definition of the word bloom. You learn it while you are out gardening and see a beautiful flower opening. You see it, you feel the sun, you smell the flower, and you say, "Look, it's blooming." You've linked a word to a rich, multisensory memory, and that word is now yours forever. So, my final message for you is this. Use English to express yourself and share your voice with the world. Don't let your studies be a prison of grammar rules and vocabulary lists. Make them an extension of who you already are. Find the thing you love and let it lead your English journey. The path to fluency isn't a race, it's a passion project. Embrace it. You've got this. Join me next time on English Talking Today for more tips on making your English journey joyful and effective. Happy learning, everyone!